Definitely. So yeah. So the last interview up, yo, should get mad love, mad people sharing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's out there. I got the pictures and everything, and I still got like 3 more parts. I got to put up 2 from the beginning. But yeah, you got the questions I sent, right, and everything.
Yeah. I think I got them. Yeah.
All right, definitely. So, all right, I'm live too. So yeah, we back, y'all. We got Jinx Da Juvy back on the line. So I'm live on YouTube. We back, part 2. We're gonna get into some stuff y'all don't know about, you know what I mean, some exclusives. So yeah, right now everything going on with the George Floyd situation, prison reform, police brutality. You know, you had a situation, I'm not sure what year it was, where you was in a situation where you were shot by the police. I think it was New Year's on one of them kind of nights, something like that.
Right.
So can you tell the people how did that go down, and what was that like, being shot and even by the police?
I mean, right now, police brutality is a sad reality of the oppression that's been going on. You know, revolutionists like Huey P. Newton, Bobby Seale, Angela Davis, we can't forget them. You know what I mean? They all fought against what's going on. And the abuse of authority and discrimination against people of color has unfortunately become a norm now. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So my situation, you know, I got shot by police when I was 17 years old, and I was persecuted for attempted murder on police, even though the paperwork said the firearm that was recovered I never fired or had on me. You know what I mean? Charges was later dropped to reckless endangerment. I pled guilty to him to avoid prison time, and you know, the admission of guilt, he gave up my rights to sue the police department. So at the end of the day, these people know what they're doing, and until the police is held responsible for their actions, they're going to continue to abuse their authority. You know what I'm saying?
So pretty much they railroaded you, you know what I'm saying, and made sure they didn't get sued at the same time.
Exactly. You know, it was real hard for me to sit in the day room and watch Mark Aubrey on the news get hunted down like a dog. You know what I'm saying? Hear about Breonna Taylor. And, you know, I held back tears watching George Floyd, you know, lay on the ground and beg for his life. I felt like that could have been me. I think for this generation, it was like a glimpse of what was going on with our ancestors, you know what I'm saying? Being that we never seen an actual black person lynched from a tree with a noose on his neck. I mean, I think what happened to George was the closest thing we ever got a chance to see. You know what I mean? That harsh reality from the past.
Definitely was harsh. I didn't even watch the video. I watched like maybe a few seconds and I turned it off. I knew I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna get emotional. I'm, you know, go through all those kind of emotions. No, definitely. So that night you were shot, where did you get hit at? The night with in the police situation.
Well, it was New Year's night 2001 going into 2002. And they alleged that, you know, I was shooting at them, but that wasn't the case, you know what I mean? It was some shooting going on in the air, and I was at the wrong place at the wrong time. And I got shot by officers. Like I said, they forced me to plead guilty to reckless endangerment, you know, to avoid me suing the police department. I got shot in my left arm. I was 17 years old. You know what I mean? I'll never forget that night watching my mom's cry while the police push her back in Brookdale Hospital while I'm handcuffed to a bed, you know, so.
What was that experience like? Was that your first time being shot? What was that experience like?
I mean, at that time, I'm going to be perfectly honest. I ain't going to hold back, Chad. You feel me? I was 17. I was reckless during those times, man. So, you know, I had a big head around that time because not only was I shot by police, but I was home in 2 days. I was bailed out. Russ bailed me out. I was home in 2 days. Bob Kalina, one of the biggest lawyers out there, you know what I'm saying, came representing me in arraignment.
Okay.
And I was home in 2 days. So, you know, I was running around with my head, you know, big and thinking I was on top of the world. My street cred went up, you know what I mean?
Okay. So you said once you played representation, did you have to do any time behind that? Or they just let the case go? How did that end up falling out?
Well, the charges was dropped down to reckless endangerment, and I copped out to a youthful offender. I ain't have to serve no jail time. I just had to stay out of trouble for a year, you feel me?
Did you ever know what cops actually shot you? Like you ever see them again? Like, you know, being in Brownsville? Like, what was that feeling like? Did it get you a hatred towards police? Like, how did that, were you traumatized? How was that experience for you personally?
Well, actually, the officer that shot me the night I was inside the precinct, the officer came up to the holding cell that I was in, and he was like, yo, you know Billy D? And Billy D is a dude who owned a record company in East New York. And the officer had a gap between his teeth. I'll never forget a black officer with a gap between his teeth. And I think somehow he arranged that the paperwork be written a certain way so that I wouldn't get it.
This call is from a federal prison.
So he actually knew me. The cop who shot me knew who I was. You know what I'm saying? He knew I was a rapper. He knew I was signed to Def Jam.
Wow. It was a black cop at that.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow, that gives a twist. You know, a lot of people say in the force, you know, the black cops sometimes are worse than some of the white cops. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to, you know, try to hold up the stature as the white cops, and they want to beat down and, you know, do all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna keep it all the way 100, Chan. Anytime you get me on the phone and we gonna talk real shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna pull no punches or pull a race card. I was shot by a black officer when I was 17.
And that's real. That's real, because a lot of people don't realize that in this situation that we fighting, we don't really have too many allies. Even though cops are black, a lot of them are not our allies. You get what I'm saying? It's because they got our skin. So we always have to be careful of that. Next question I want to ask you too. You came from a golden era of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? You was young in a golden era. You know what I'm saying? The streets was on fire. You know what I'm saying? Right now, rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine caught a federal case. You caught a federal case. In your era, would you think a rapper like 6ix9ine would be able to catch a case, snitch on a whole gang, and come home and still be a rapper?
I mean, you know, you got to be mindful right now how I answer that question, because I'm still behind the fence right now.
Yeah.
To those people that he was working for.
Okay.
It's crazy that you asked me that, because I reached out to Russell, sharing my views on that matter in hopes of having a platform to express myself about it. And he was like, yo, nah, I'll never support you weighing in your opinion on what Tekashi did.
Okay.
He was like, yo, Jinx, man, everybody ain't you. You got to understand, everybody can't be Jinx. So I think the way how I handle my adversity speaks louder than any words that I could possibly say about that situation. You know?
Definitely. Stand up men always gonna stand tall. Right now, we got
stand up and stand out.
We got another artist that's in the federal jail. I don't know if you heard about it. AR Abs, another rapper. He's locked in a federal facility. You know, he was buzzing. Height of his career going on. We got Rollo locked up. You know what I mean? He was buzzing. You know, it seems like a lot of good dudes who was buzzing gets caught up in that trap. Have you ever heard about them cases while you've been inside?
Well, since I've been down, I haven't came across AR Ab or Rollo or none of them dudes, but I've heard that they was locked up in the federal system. You know what I'm saying? As you know, Kodak Black.
Oh yeah.
You know, a couple other people, Joel Santana. You know what I'm saying? I never bumped into them, but you know, my prayers are with them, and I just hope that they stand up like men supposed to, learn from their experiences, and go back out there and pursue their careers. I'm currently down here with Tupac's stepfather, though, man, Mutulu Shakur.
Okay. Mutulu Shakur.
Yeah, Mutulu Shakur down here with me, man. Good dude, good brother, man. You know what I'm saying? He built with the brothers out here in the yard a lot. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he get back in the courts and get back that time that he got. He been down for about 30 years right now.
Damn.
And he got something currently in the courts. So, you know, my prayers is with him.
Definitely. There's a lot of black dudes who are freedom fighters who've been locked up since the 30-some years. The dude John Africa and them dudes just came home from 30, 40 plus years. So right now it's one of them times where we trying to get everybody out who don't belong in there, because one thing people don't understand about the prison system is modern day slavery. You know, people be like, oh, he locked up, he did a crime. It's bigger than that. People do crimes, but the time they're giving out and the things they're doing to us inside the system is modern day slavery, and it's hard for a lot of people to understand that.
Yeah, yo, it's crazy too. To elaborate more on that, man, I was in the county jail when I received my time, man. I got 25 years for drugs in my second time in trouble, and I was in a unit with a couple of dudes who was down for murders, and they left with less time than me. You know what I'm saying? I got little homies doing 15, 19. I got 25 years for drugs, so it's definitely a modern day slavery. Nonetheless, when I took my sentence and I came back to the unit, I had one thing on my mind, and that was to do my job, which was to be due diligence, hit the law library, study my case, and give it back like a man. You know, I remember the next day when I woke up inside the unit, a lot of dudes was asking me, yo, Jinx, what they gave you, how much time they gave you? And I wouldn't answer them. So the next day, when I looked out my cell in the morning, you know, the CEOs bring the newspaper out.
Yeah.
I seen everybody in the day room looking up at myself. So I come downstairs, and I looked in the newspaper, and it said, Carl gets 25. You know what I mean? Everybody just was looking at me like they seen a ghost.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm saying dudes, and dudes like, yo, man, you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm all right, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I got to do my job and give it back. So it's just all about being resilient. I'm blessed to have that type of characteristic.
So pretty much that was after you got sentenced. So during that moment, because you said you was looking at a 6 to 9 or 7 to 10, What was it like in that moment when the judge read out the 25 sentence?
I mean, in the feds, they don't say 25 years. They call it 300 months.
Okay,
so
okay.
When he said 300 months, I never accepted it, Jay. You feel me? And I want everybody out there to know that's listening to this, man. From day one when I got the sentence, I came in the courtroom with my head held high, and I walked out with my head held high. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe in speaking things into existence. So I never accepted the sentence. I know I'm not going to do all this time. I know I don't deserve all this time. And I know the drugs that I'm being held responsible for, it's not my drug weight. So I know it's only a matter of time until things come to the light and I get back to time.
Definitely. You got to stay positive, man, because cases get overturned every day. Time given back every day because, you know.
I say it all the time, Jan, man. Plenty of dudes in here. And another thing, man, in the feds, you got to understand, they're giving out so much time. 25 years ain't 25 years in the feds. 25 years is like a 10-year sentence. 10 years is like a 1 in 3. You come to the feds, when I came to the feds and I had 25 years, I'm like, yo, I got 25. Niggas like, so what? Everybody got 25 years. You know what I'm saying? Niggas got 30, niggas got 40, niggas got life. Niggas got life plus 10. So when you become... Let's call it from a federal prison. When you're around that type of atmosphere and environment with people who ain't never coming home, you start to have gratitude and be grateful for your situation, knowing that you're starting from 25 and work your way down, as opposed to somebody who ain't never coming home.
And what is that like? Like being an atmosphere of people who are never coming home? Like for the average person, never been around people like that. Like what is that for you? Be around lifers.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. A lot of us out there watch movies and they see these jail movies or these hood novels, these jail stories and all of that. I'm gonna tell you firsthand, man. Dudes with life, most of them, I'm not gonna say all of them, but most of them, especially the ones that I came across, is the most humblest people in the world. You'll rarely know that they got life. They ain't stressing about nothing. They ain't crying about nothing. You know what I'm saying? They deal with the laws of human nature. They deal with the laws of the universe. They at peace. There's no way to do time aggravated and complaining and not taking responsibility for your actions. So being around dudes with life, it just taught me a lot. You know what I'm saying? To be grateful, not complain, and basically just to push forward, take advantage of your time. You know what I mean? Use your adversity as an advantage, and that's what I've been doing my whole time there.
Definitely. Another question, because I watched a couple shows online, stuff like that. My pop's locked up. Question is, have you ever been in a box? I heard different story about the box and like you know, solitary confinement, 23-1. Like to me, I feel like that's harsh. I understand people do shit, but it could be something better than 23 and just 1. Get what I'm saying? Have you ever witnessed the box since you've been incarcerated?
Since I've been incarcerated, I've been in the box multiple times, maybe 2 or 3. And the longest I ever spent in the box was 5 months straight. I mean, 23-1 is something I wouldn't wish on nobody. But at the same time, you got to understand, when you're a person that understands the laws of the universe and you in tune with self, it can be some of the most creative times and most progressive times because you ain't got nothing to focus on but yourself and your thoughts. You feel? For most of us, that's what we need to focus on, especially when we commit crimes and our behavior is to a certain degree violent, or we just breaking law, even inside of prison. So I think the times that I went to the box, man, I wrote my movie script when I was in the box. I wrote a book when I was in the box. And I read a lot. So it's time to self-reflect. But those that are weak, they're going to self-destruct going to the box. And I don't wish that on nobody.
So yeah, I heard stories of people banging their head on the wall. I heard dudes up all night screaming.
Crying, yelling, you know what I'm saying? All type of wild shit like that.
Yeah, definitely. I heard type of stories. I'm like, you know what I mean? That's something different. I didn't hear dudes that 15 years in the box. So, you know, it's like.
Hey, yo, you hear me? This shit beeping right now. You know what I mean? Just shout out to everybody on Facebook Live. Shout out all the supporters, man. I'll be on my way back, man. It's Jinx Da Juvy reporting live behind the fence, man.
You already know.
At the time. Love.
You already know, man. On the check-in, Jinx Da Juvy. Exclusive. Word. So everybody that's watching, or that young boys out there that's watching, your young boys that's rapping, get what I'm saying? Listen to what the boy telling you. You know what I'm saying? Stick to the studio. Don't fuck with them streets. The only thing gonna happen in them streets is jail or death. You know what I mean? And it's easy to get in trouble, and it's hard as hell to get out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? And Jinx Da Juvy gonna keep it real, man. He kept it real. He'll tell you everything. I didn't even know he was locked up with Mutulu Shakur. I didn't know he wrote a book. You know what I'm saying? Screenplay. Like you said, it's about being proactive because you locked in a box. You got 23 hours in the fucking cell. A cell may be this small, 23 hours in the cell, 1 hour out. Either you're gonna think of something creative to do to keep your mind sane, or you're gonna go nuts. You get what I'm saying? So that's like, that was Jinx Da Juvy. I'm gonna leave this live up so it'll be up there. Y'all can watch it, share it. Your homie doing some time right now. You know, he definitely gonna get that time back because his case is fucked up. The prosecutor and all of them did bullshit, so he definitely get that time back. So he'll be back out, you know what I mean, very soon. You know what I mean, once everything get right. Yeah, exactly. Sarah J. Yup. Exactly. He went to Sarah J. Yeah, I wish he was on here when he was there. Or he'd have been loved. My nigga from Sarah J. Yeah, man, the box is no joke, man. My pops, he did 5 years in the box. He said he came out one time and he didn't even know what year it was. He like, yo, what year is this? You know? But definitely, Jinx Da Juvy, you know what I'm saying? Free Mutulu Shakur, you know, free Jewels, Rallo, OBH, all the guys that's locked down. Because these police, what they do is you might have done some shit, but they throw some extra shit on it to keep you in there forever when you don't deserve all that time. Yeah, hell yeah, that box is real. Like, I don't want to go in that box. Like, I do a movie, a jail movie, they better have a key with that shit still open. Because if I start shaking it there, I got to open this shit up. You know what I mean? Cut, get me out of here. But I don't want to witness that box. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely a different situation in the federal penitentiary than a state penitentiary. You know, state penitentiary is more wild. Federal penitentiaries, you know, it's still wild, but, you know, the atmosphere is a little different. So, yeah, 25 years, man. You know, it's all about hitting that law library, you know what I'm saying? Finding out all the shit they did wrong and getting ready to present it back to the judge, no less. We could reverse it, you know what I mean? Chop off some time, and they could be home. All right, how y'all feel about the interview? How y'all feel? Hit them likes, y'all. Hit them likes. Yeah, the box, the movie. Hell yeah. But I ain't going in that box, nigga. I'm going to put you in that box. Because that means most of the movie, you got to do your scene in there. And shit. I don't want to go there. Matter of fact, I do want to go in there, but I'm claustrophobic. If y'all know class, I'm claustrophobic. So I can't be in tight spaces. I don't like tight spaces. Only time I like tight spaces if it's that's it. But other than that, I don't like tight spaces. You feel me? And shit worth everything. Exactly. Educate ourselves the Lord. Knowledge is power. Exactly, man. Exactly. But, you know, shout out to Russell Simmons. Though Russell Simmons had a lawyer for him. Russell Simmons paid for bail. So Russell Simmons made sure, you know what I mean? He did what he could do. He ain't just leave him out there in the cold or nothing like that. So that's definitely love. Yeah, that 23-1, man. That 23-1. Man, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, why gotta be 23-1? You know what I'm saying? Why can't be 18-4? You get what I'm saying? It's 16 and 8. You get what I'm saying? 16 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Or put a TV inside the cell and put stuff inside the cell where they ain't gotta go out. You get a TV inside the wall. You know what I'm saying? You get a little whatever, your little headphones, music. So at least if he ain't going out, he ain't gotta go nuts. You know what I mean? Imagine being in a box all fucking day. All fucking day. Talking to niggas in the wall, you screaming, 300, go in that box, come out looking like Birdie. Hell yeah. You will come out looking like Birdie, nigga. You only eat 3 times a day, and dinner is at 5 o'clock. 4:30 is dinner. After 4:30 is over. You stuck in a fucking box till the next day. And you ain't got no clock. And the fucking window is not even showing you nothing. There's a little light peeking in, but you can't see outside. You don't know what time of day it is. You don't know shit. All you know is that only thing you can do in a box, well, I learned from I was in a box, but I watched videos. My pop's in the box for like 5 years. Only thing you can do is get a regimen. You know what I'm saying? Get a schedule. So what I mean is when you wake up, you do this, you do that. So your day is set. So you have things to do throughout the day to keep you busy so you don't go nuts. So you get up, you work out. After that, you read. After that, you shower. After that, you cook or whatever you do after that. Just always find something to do that you do every day for a certain amount of time until boom, by 11 so-called o'clock, you tired, you go to sleep. So you ain't, you know what I'm saying? Crazy shit, yo, crazy. But yo, I'm about to sign out. Y'all can watch this interview. It's still gonna be up there. I gotta put some descriptions in there, some tags, so we get some more views, whatever. And I got a camera right here recording me, so I'm gonna chop that up, edit it, and I drop it piece by piece. So if you want to watch the whole thing, you catch some of the good parts. You know what I'm saying? It'll be without me talking at the end. But yo, I love y'all, man. This is what we do. Educate our people. help bring out people's voices to the forefront whose voices ain't there. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I mean? And he spoke on how it felt. You know what I'm saying? Like how it felt to get 25 years. He said he went out his cell when people asked him, he didn't want to say nothing. You know what I mean? It's some real shit because at that moment your mind is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But imagine you sit in the cell and you're trying to keep the situation to yourself, and then you look out and everybody got a paper with your face on it because you're famous. You get what I'm saying? So now like the cat out the bag before you let it out the bag. No? You having trouble seeing viewing season 4 and 5? All you gotta do is go to the community tab and scroll down, and you go to the playlist. There's a season 4 playlist link up there where all the paid members could watch season 4 straight through. And season 5 is up there. We just dropped. Oh, you want to edit the next one? Put my head on my head or some shit. Yo, I found out that was you put me on Prince too. I got your ass, so I'm coming for you. I got the app too. So yeah, watch out. You put my head on Prince. But yeah. You go to the community tab and scroll down. Yesterday, Thursday, yesterday was Friday. I was bad. Friday, Thursday, season 5, episode 5 came out. So you go to the community tab, you just scroll down the community tab, you're gonna see season 5, episode 5, then see episode 4, like that. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the link to season 4 back up there right now, so you can get the link to season 4 playlist. All right, I got you. I did that. I did 5 of those videos already. Remember, we had this situation for about a year and a half now. So I put videos up there. Even when you do join, like when you pay to join, the video's up there saying it, but people don't watch it. They just click it and keep going. But yeah, I got a bunch of videos up there. Even my man Geek Squad, he actually made a video. He actually made a video too for me. It's on YouTube. But I reshare those. I got you. Don't worry about it. I'll reshare those videos, how to do it for the new people that's coming along. Make sure everybody knows what's going on. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. Okay, thank you. Love you, bro. Good looking. Appreciate that. Damn, I should have known you was going to know. Of course I know. 300 slow. 300 slow. He ain't trying to do all that shit with his hands. I know. I've been new. Of course, Jasmine. Definitely gonna respond to everybody. It's love. It's number love. Yeah, definitely repost that. I'm gonna share it too. It's on our YouTube channel. I'm gonna reshare it too. But yo, I'm gonna end this live with this live about Jinx Da Juvy. I'm gonna end this live. Now I'm gonna go live again and we could talk. All right. I'm in this one. And I'm gonna come back live with y'all.